Snow, sleet, and freezing temperatures can cause dangerous road conditions. Authorities are urging people to take precautions if you have to drive. They're reminding people that elevated roads and overpasses can freeze sooner than surface streets and interstates. If you do encounter black ice or slick conditions and have anti-lock brakes, press on them firmly to avoid skidding. If you don't have anti-lock brakes, gently pump your brakes and avoid steering abruptly. Of course, officials say the best way to stay safe is to stay off the roads altogether. The freezing temperatures are forcing people across the South Shore to brace for the wintry mix.
Several agencies and businesses are watching the forecast. Carice Jackman joins us now live at the lakefront with a look at the conditions out there. Hey, Carice.
Hey Natalie, hey Ton, yes, and the conditions out here are extremely windy right now. If you can see the sleet kind of hitting my face over here to the right side, and then if you look over my right shoulder there, you can see how strong the wind is pushing the water from the seawall onto the sidewalk here. Now, we spoke with Entergy crews. They're going to monitor this area and the conditions here in the city overnight. And meanwhile, while they do that, people we spoke to across the city plan on staying put and staying inside.
Keep the water running.
Growing up in Indiana, Mid-City resident Nathan Lipson knows all about frigid air, but he wasn't expecting this. Even for a Midwesterner, is this cold for you?
Oh yeah, this is chilly, and the humidity doesn't help, and it's windy too, so.
And with the Arctic chill dipping lower in the next few hours, Lipson and his dog Casey are doing everything they can to prepare.
I got the heat turned on and just got a lot of blankets.
A winter weather advisory is in effect for most of southeast Louisiana, with temperatures on the South Shore expected to dip into the 20s. The wind chill factor will make it feel even colder. Entergy crews and trucks are on standby, monitoring the weather and preparing for any power outages.
Accumulated precipitation on the vegetation could cause the trees and tree branches to sag into the power lines, which could possibly cause outages. So we'll be ready to prepare as needed.
Entergy is reminding people if a power line does come down, stay away from the equipment and call them for help.
If by chance they lose power, it would be great if they would turn off their central heating unit and leave it off until the power is restored. And then once the power is restored, please wait about 10 minutes before they turn that unit back on. And that will prevent overloading the system, which would cause other problems.
It's not just Entergy. Kurt LeBlanc at Harold's Plants in the Bywater spent the day preparing.
This morning we got up really early, went through the entire place, anything that was tender, which was bedding plants, herbs, vegetables, ferns. We took all of those in.
Most of them are now stored inside this greenhouse. How many plants do you have in here?
We have thousands of plants in here.
From petunias to succulents and Australian ferns, LeBlanc says they're making sure their plants and their livelihoods are protected from this latest freeze. Now, another thing Entergy crews plan on doing is monitoring these strong winds. They don't think that it's going to impact us anyway, but they said that's the one thing they have to monitor if it hits a power line. But if it does so, they plan on being out there and taking the precautions needed. Reporting live at the lakefront, I'm Carice Jackman, Eyewitness News.